Welcome again. I'm excited today to have this opportunity to offer you this tested and applied formula that will lead you to success in your higher education. You could have heard the old proverb, work hard and achieve success. What do you think about this saying, work hard and achieve success? Does it provide you with a true guidance towards success? I doubt. To be brief, I should say that this very common and popular advice towards success is outdated. It's trite, shallow, and less effective to lead you to success. I have seen and heard about many people, many of those who work hard day and night, 7 days a week, but remain agonizingly stagnant, remaining at the same place, or even falling behind without achieving any progress in life, let alone in the field of education. To give an example, in one of my English 1301 classes here at Lone Star Montgomery, I had one male student, a real hard worker. He was the older son of a single mother who had a small restaurant at a rental property. Every day he opened the restaurant in the morning and prepared food and then came to the campus for studies. After the classes, he would return to the restaurant again to prepare the dinner for the customers. At 10 p.m., he would close the restaurant and go home and sleep a few hours. Early in the next morning, he as well as his mother would get up just to repeat the same schedule, the same timetable. He had been working like this for about 3 years, living just a hand-to-mouth life without even completing his associate degree. He is a perfect example of a true hard worker who is heading nowhere. I do not say that hard work is not necessary for success. Of course, without working hard, you will never advance in life in any field. However, there are several missing components in this popular proverb. Instead of saying work hard and achieve success, I should insist that the following of fourfold mantra, a fourfold formula, one that I am giving next, will take you to the highest level faster and easier, particularly in your education and in any wholesome effort in general. Have a noble purpose behind your desire to be successful and stick to that purpose sincerely. 1. 2. Make smart decisions. 3. Get disciplined. And 4. Strive with the mind at present. I'm aware that my success in education with a PhD in English from Texas State can be attributed to my following of this formula. So I'm giving this with self-conviction and, of course, with good intention. Let us discuss one by one. Having a noble purpose of your being successful means that you are not tainted, your mind is not tainted by selfishness, but rather you are driven by self-respect and the respect towards others. That balance of attitude is imperative. My success should be meaningful to myself and others. That's the way you should think. This right attitude will take you long distance, for the law of the universe seems to reward such people, those who maintain inner wholesomeness. They will be paid abundantly. Still, inexperienced young people may find it difficult to have such a broader attitude in their minds when striving for success. Many of them may feel and say, I go to college because I want to get a degree and earn a lot of money thereafter. and then enjoy my life. This statement means the desire for materialistic possessions and sensual gratification, and that is just greed, not self-appreciation or self-respect. Instead, you may instill the right attitude into your brain. My educational success should be beneficial to myself and beneficial to others. Who are the others? Of course, you can begin from your family members, but overall, it should be loving kindness towards all. May my success pave the way for my social contribution. That right attitude, attitudinal adjustment, improvement, that should come naturally, is a blessing for anybody striving for success. Number 2, now that the noble objective is assured, next let us make smart decisions. When it comes to education, a smart decision means a wisely selected field of studies, your major, the college, borrowings, etc. When selecting a major, give the first place to your passion and skills. For long-term happiness, never sacrifice your passion for money. You can go on smoothly when you study what you like. You may also research on the fastest growing professions in the next decade or so and see whether any of them matches your passion. Changing the major several times is not a smart decision either. I know one student who studied in my classes who changed her major 3 times. Consequently, she had to study 2 additional years to finish her bachelor's. Do a research first and then make a firm decision about your major instead of changing it several times. Borrowing extensively and studying at private universities or colleges is not a very unwise decision. I know a young person who took large amounts of student loans to earn a degree in aviation. Eventually, the amount exceeded 300,000. So these are a burden even after you begin a profession. Thus, making wise decisions is essential for your smooth journey and the contentment that follows. Number 3, now it is about discipline. In brief, lack of discipline means giving priority to what you like to do instead of what you have to do. They are what we call addictions. In my recent sabbatical research, I discovered that over 80% of freshman students are affected by addictive distractions. On average, according to that research, a student spends over 4.5 hours per day on such addictive habits as spending time on social media platforms, texting and communicating with friends electronically, roaming in malls, hanging around with friends, and playing online games and so on. That research proved that the students fail to submit the assignments on time and thus fall behind in classes, not because they have family issues or family responsibilities or have more than one job, but because they fail to manage their time wisely. Notably, people ascend to a higher level in life not because they are naturally brilliant, but because they are disciplined. Of course, natural brilliance, talent, is a plus for any kind of a success. But if a brilliant person lacks discipline, their progress will definitely stagnate. Number 4, let us now come to the last point. Striving with the mind at present, or at now. Actually, this is that work hard section which I call striving, persistence, or perseverance. You know that you have an undeniable, self-gratifying incentive to strive at college. Higher education is the most reliable and risk-free approach to secure a stable future and to increase your self-worth, self-value. Every student needs to repeat this motto consistently and engrave this truth in their brains. You should feel elated when reminded of this romantic view about your success. Consistently visualize the future you, the educated I, who will have self-dignity and a profession, not just a job. Yes, the visualization of the future you as an educationally and professionally successful, qualified person gives you the drive to go. But during the process of studying, your mind should always be at present. I want to repeat that. Yes, during studies, your mind should always be at present. This may look like a contrasting view, but let me explain. Those who fail in any effort skip the present and occupy in future. If your mind is fully occupied in the anticipated after effects of what you are doing right now, so instead of focusing on your present effort, you have skipped the present. When you skip the present and occupy consistently in future, your mind is restless and agitated. The students who are affected by this attitudinal problem often fidget while sitting in classes, walk out often, accumulate absences, and display little or no interest in education. They are like a fish out of water. Their mind does not want to be there. What they need is the final reward, not what they are achieving in class. They are settled in the thought, my grade is the only important thing. Of course, students should aim for the best grade. And everybody who strives to succeed in any effort should think about their future, but not at the cost of what is done at present. Those who are consistently occupied in the future tend to be restless. We should know that one's purpose of attending a writing class is to sharpen one's writing skills and to become a better writer, polished writer, not to crave for an A. This right attitude itself solidly places the students on the proper track. They find lessons interesting, meaningful, and useful, and the constructive comments the professor gives meaningful. They are calm and relaxed and patient and just do what they have to do. They are confident of traveling on the correct path, so their mind is settled. For instance, last 2 semesters, I had several students who took both my English 1301 and 1302, both sections, and earned A's for both sections. They never asked any questions about their grades, their final grades. What they did was attending classes regularly, taking notes and doing assignments and striving to improve their skills in writing. I want to learn. They did not have any questions about their final grades. They knew very well that their grade would be the best grade. That is the calmness and confidence they displayed when living at present. In business, living in future is similar to the concentration on profits rather than customer satisfaction. Customer satisfaction means providing the best service to the people, which is living at present, while profits means living in future by abusing the present. The business world now knows that providing the best service, not focusing on profits, is the way to succeed in any business. Whatever field you are in, your reluctance and inability to live at now and your excessive and extreme concern about the anticipating reward of what you are doing that terribly hinder your progress. Successful people calmly and peacefully walk along the path without being worried about the destination. They know that since they are traveling on the correct path, they won't get lost. So, let us instill this fourfold formula in your brain and your journey will definitely be smooth and joyful. Let us meet once again. Have a great day.